Now, we've talked a lot about MTV the network, but its hip-hop coverage in the digital era took things to a whole other level.
Maybe I am the master MC.
The channel that had brought hip-hop into living rooms was now pioneering its journey on the new platforms.
Make sure you check out MTVnews.com.
Through shows that ignited debates among top figures in rap to interviews platforming rappers' perspectives during tumultuous times, MTV was right there, driving the most important conversations of its era.
This time around, the revolution will definitely be televised.
That's the MTV effect.
First of all, MTV News' impact on and contribution to hip-hop is unmatched, unprecedented, and to this day has not been duplicated.
I got to really witness the birth and the rise of the internet colliding with like a linear property such as MTV, and we just kept our ears to the street and just kept bringing like the real raw and authentic.
From exclusive online content to early interactions with soon-to-be legends, MTV's digital platform was writing its own set of rules.
We really came in like busting the door down, and then it was a problem. And, you know, the internet was taking off at that same time. So we was taking content online and it just spoke for itself and it just took off on its own.
There's been a lot of things that have been given birth because of a lot of the platforms we created, like Hottest MCs, like All Eyes On, like My Block, High Stakes, Hard Rhymes, hard news coverage.
One of the most controversial programs MTV ever launched in hip-hop was Hottest MCs.
It was the biggest thing culturally we did at MTV News because this was something that every year when it was coming out, all of the artists was looking to see who was gonna make the list.
Right now I'm sitting next to a young lady who debuted on the Hottest MC list at number 6, Nicki Minaj. Ladies and gentlemen.
We did 3 projects before Hottest MCs even came out because we was heavy into debating. We did the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. We did the greatest MCs of all time.
We're about to get everyone heated with the liveliest argument in hip-hop.
And we did the greatest groups of all time. See, he was social activist, man.
Hottest MCs brought hip-hop debates to the mainstream.
Passionate? Yes. Controversial? Of course.
It reminded me of the barbershop.
Then Michael Alex, real journalism mind, he ran MTVnews.com. He happened to see like a healthy barbershop style conversation that we were having, the 3 of us, Sway, myself, and Sha, about which album was better between Big's Life After Death and Ready to Die. And he just saw the energy and the passion he never witnessed. And this is just daily conversations for us. And he was like, yo, we need to do something with this.
This is the barbershop talk. This is nothing new to us. We do this every day.
But everybody there was like qualified to talk about it, whether I agreed or not.
And you better believe it caught the eyes and ears of the industry's giants, who made it clear how they felt about the list, who was rising, and who got snubbed.
To the people of 2007 for leaving me off the list, yo.
First time when I knew it was real is when Eminem was left off the list.
For one, you don't have Eminem on there. You guys are tripping.
Jay-Z put out a press release.
It's really unbelievable.
A press release.
So I thought that was really dope. I thought he gave us like pretty much the highest reverence that you could give.
And he's like, I appreciate the support and the accolade, but how you gonna leave Eminem off?
Everybody had to check where they stood.
Rick Ross. Yeah! Is the hottest MC in the game, and Drake is number 2.
Agree or disagree, but you couldn't ignore it. The Hottest MCs list was a cultural flashpoint, baby, and it had everybody talking.
I remember the famous Lil Wayne clip where he's reacting to Gucci Mane making the list over Eminem. Wayne was like, Gucci?
Gucci who? Gucci Mane? Shout out my Gucci.
Like, it was just hilarious. And it was like, wow, this is something that artists are paying attention to also and weighing in on and having opinions on. I remember Drake after one of our lists. Drake didn't rank as high as he did, and he had the freestyle. He said, man, I made the Forbes list, yo list. I knew exactly what that was, like straight shot.
From the iconic Hottest MCs debates to the raw access provided by Diary, MTV was pulling back the curtain and inviting viewers into artist worlds like never before. But what gave MTV the authority to curate this conversation? I mean, who was MTV?
Best rapper alive.
He's number 1, and I'm number 8, and I got a CD going on set. MTV.
What made them the gatekeeper who could put out a list like Hottest MCs and get the whole world reacting? It was the ability to take what was happening in the streets and amplify it, being smart enough to leverage respected voices in the culture, give them the mic, and then get the hell out the way.
Us black folk in the community, you know, there seems to be a severe lack of voting incentive. What do you think that is because?
I'm glad that, you know, MTV and y'all came here today to help endorse the vote, because I believe if y'all wasn't here and it was just like a little thing in the student union, it wouldn't be the turnout that it is.
MTV was more than just a platform. It was a source that would broadcast the truths, triumphs, and struggles of an entire community.
We all know about what went on in LA these past few days.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty, not guilty, not guilty.
When they told them they was not guilty,
Come on, put it up here! Ain't no justice!
that was like a slap in everybody's face, especially for black people.
Get that camera out of my face, okay?
Revolution is starting up right now as we speak.
They want us to destroy ourselves. That's why they sent no policemen, no firemen into South Central Los Angeles to burn out the fires.
The crowd has grown. I would guesstimate 500 to 700 people maybe out here.
It's not just in LA. It's going to be in New York, Chicago. Something is happening in Atlanta.
NWA was saying all of that. Before Rodney King, they were like, look.
A lot of people were scared to say, the police, but we're not.
Now everybody's saying that today.
And everybody used to hate the song, but now they understand why we did the song.
Cops don't go to jail for murder, we do. They get laid off.
MTV wasn't just on the scene, they were part of the scene. They were embedded in the real stories behind what was happening.
Chuck D Choose to Lose right here, joining the MTV thing as it comes into Chi-Town.
It's very instrumental in getting the young people out here registered to vote so they can have that voice. If you don't have a voice, you're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff, and it's really gonna backfire on you in the end.
MTV/MTV News definitely set the editorial foundation within the urban culture, within the music space.
To me, MTV News was like the sun, and a lot of these other platforms were orbiting.
Look at all those Tupac interviews. Tupac kept coming back to MTV for a reason.
I got the underdogs on my side.
MTV built a reputation as the pulse of a generation, a megaphone for messages too crucial to ignore.
There was nothing else in society that was nurturing black kids or brown kids the way hip hop did. My objective was to raise the conversation about our culture and show that we don't have to speak in colloquialisms all the time and slang all the time. We're intelligent people who can exist in any space and still be ourselves.
The MTV effect stretched beyond covering historical moments. Its canon served as a reminder to listen, to participate, and most importantly, never turn down the volume on those voices that matter.